Hello and welcome to Maritime Sports Cards. My name is Sean, and I am doing a little bit of an Expo recap in terms of my pickups, my thoughts on the Expo, and I thought I'd just share those with you. So, in terms of the Expo itself, fantastic. Really enjoyed meeting up with lots of people, seeing the different cards that are out there, and the layout this year, much better than in previous years. It was probably more people through the door, but it felt less crowded. And I think the big reason for that was that they had a lot of the TCG cards all down one wing of a new hall that they had opened up this year compared to previous years. And so that crowd was all kind of in one space, and then you had all the sports cards in another space with not a lot of overlap. And I think that helped to just spread the crowd out, which was really good. And if you've been a fan of this channel and watching our breaks, which happen every Thursday at 8 p.m. Atlantic or 7 p.m. Eastern, you'll know that I've said many times the Expo for me is like Christmas. It is an event that I can't miss. Yes, I got to travel from Atlantic Canada to get there, but well worth it for me. And so I did pick up a lot of cards, and I will preface this by saying that I'm not going to be able to keep all of these cards. I spent a lot of money on cards, can't keep them all. And so if you are at some of the shows that I attend as a vendor, you're likely to see some of these cards that I will be putting up for sale. However, some of them I'm going to keep, and I'm not sure which are which yet, to be honest. I've been looking through them. I've been mulling it over the last week since I've been back. And some of them are hard to decide on. But with that said, hey, let's cut right to it. Let's look at some of the pickups that I grabbed at the Expo. And this is by no means the full pickup. I've got a lot more where this came from, but these are some of the highlights. All right, I did grab this Cutter Gauthier Future Watch Auto. Of course, Gauthier right now in the playoffs doing really well. Anaheim doing really well. He ended the season, I think, on a high, and then, as I said, carrying into the playoffs. He's a player that I've been intrigued by, kind of underrated, and just starting to get some recognition. So I did pick up one of his future watches. So I grabbed that. Another player that is just on fire right now in the playoffs. He has got, a number of goals, certainly leading the team right now, and that is Logan Stanko. And picked up a future watch auto here. Is inscribed with the 2/24/24, and of course he's no longer with Dallas. He's with the Carolina Hurricanes, and as I said, just lighting it up right now. Saw this a good price. I grabbed it. I'm like, okay, I need to grab one of his cards. Big fan of the bootleg cards, and I saw this Obi card. So here's an Obi bootleg. In fact, I pulled one of these. I pulled an Obi bootleg back when Extended was released, and I sold it. And as soon as I sold it, I felt some regret, and I thought, geez, you know what? That was silly. I should have kept that card. It was really cool. The bootleg cards are awesome. If you haven't seen these, they are a super rare hit back from the 25-26 Series 1. And I just love the Obi one. I'm looking to eventually complete the full set, but the Obi one caught my eye there at the Expo. I also saw this really cool auto card of Don Cherry. So this is a 2004-2005 SP Authentic Sign of the Times card of Don Cherry. And I've been a big fan of Don Cherry's over the years. And yes, I know there's been some controversy surrounding him. One of the things I've always liked about Don Cherry is he wasn't afraid to speak his mind. Sometimes I disagree with some of the things that he says, but by and large, what he had to say was quite intelligent. He really understood hockey, understood how some of the injuries are happening, and of course paid tremendous tributes to a lot of the service personnel out in the community, the fire people in the fire department, police department, medical, as well, of course, the military. And like I said, he's not for everybody, and I completely understand that. However, I have been a fan of Don Cherry since he started on Coach's Corner, and have been watching him through the years. and followed his podcast as well after he no longer had a job with CBC. Followed his podcast with his son Tim and his daughter Cindy. And if you haven't listened to that podcast, by the way, actually quite good and very unfiltered, which is as well interesting. He's no longer doing that after he lost his daughter Cindy to a sudden death. It wasn't something that was expected. I think that kind of shook the family there, and he did not do any podcasts after that, and I don't blame him. He's also getting up in age. So anyway, I saw that card and I had to grab it. A couple of Ottawa Senators cards. I probably won't be keeping these ones, but I did like them. We got this Brady Tkachuk here. This one's numbered, actually. This is number 75 out of 99. I looked at the patch, saw the auto, and thought, hey, this is pretty cool. So signature patches, card, and that is from the 24-25, the Cup. So likely not hanging on to that one. I'm not a big Ottawa Senators fan, certainly not a Brady Tkachuk fan, but there are plenty who are, and I recognize that, and so I grabbed that card as something that I could probably turn around. I got a nice rookie signature shots, and this is the stick signing there of Brady Tkachuk. This is one of his rookie cards, and this one is numbered 1 out of 149. And again, probably not going to keep this card. However, picked it up because it's a card that I think will do well at my booth as a vendor. Got another Brady Tkachuk rookie here. This is Premier Attractions rookie. Look at that sick patch. Like, that's just awesome looking patch. Nice auto and a rookie card it is. So that'll do it for my Ottawa Senators pickups. Did pick up a couple Leafs cards. I grabbed this one, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, to be perfectly honest. This one is the Color Flow, and it's the full rainbow, and as you can see, it's numbered 1 out of 10. So there are only 10 of these in the world. This is the 23-24 Allure. This was the Connor Bedard rookie year, and it is the full rainbow out of 10. Now, I also picked up the actual full rainbow. So I have from the red-yellow color flow all the way through to the blue-purple. So I have every single card plus this one. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I might hang on to that one. I grabbed this really awesome dual swatch rookie card of Easton Cowan. That is just a sick looking patch. You can kind of see a bit of the blue here at the top. Got the white and of course the lettering from the Toronto Maple Leafs logo. This one is numbered 19 out of 25. I'm likely going to hang on to that one. That's a beautiful looking card. One of my favorite players on the Toronto Maple Leafs is Matthew Knies, and I saw this Cup RPA, so the rookie patch auto, and immediately had to grab that. This one was numbered 53 out of 249. These are the ones that come pre-slabbed in the Cup. So the Cup had only just started this in, I believe it was 23-24. Where they're pre-slabbed, and you can scan the little barcode and it'll take you to pictures of the card, everything else, to authenticate that this is a real card and in fact from the Cup. So I picked that up. There's a bunch of other Toronto Maple Leafs cards that I picked up, but those are kind of the notable ones. Then I move into a lot of Montreal Canadiens. Again, I am not a Montreal Canadiens fan. These ones will likely be for sale at my booth at various shows that I'll be at. But when I saw these cards, I was just, I kind of fell in love with these. Here we've got a beautiful Nick Suzuki. This is 22 out of 25 inked impressions. Nice looking card there from the Cup. And that was from the 23-24 of the Cup. I grabbed a Slavkovsky. This is 23-24 SP Authentic. And this is the limited auto materials. Again, nice looking patch there. Not a big fan of his autograph, his signature. It's just okay. But it is a short print. It's numbered. This is 42 out of 50. But I like the patch. That's what kind of drew me to this card. I picked up a jumbo team logo, rookie team logo jumbos. The cover of this is all scratched up, so I'm gonna take the cover off. There we go. Now, yes, these are manufactured patches, totally understand. And these are part of a puzzle. So there are 9 cards in the puzzle itself. This is the top left. And then there's a bunch of others that will make up the entire Canadiens logo. And it's Cole Caulfield. It is his rookie year. So I did grab that one because I like the look of them. And yes, I know they're manufactured patches, but of course they're significantly cheaper than if it was a real patch. And if you're a Canadiens fan, that's a nice grab. I mean, that's an easy one to collect. This one here is from 24-25 Premier. We got a Cole Caulfield. We got a 3-color patch. Beautiful, beautiful looking patch there. Again, short print here. This one is out of 10. So we have a 4 out of 10. Cole Caulfield Premier card. Then I go a little bit back in time. This one is actually, let me take this out of the package here so it'll look a little nicer. It's a Splendor, and it's a Patrick Waugh. So we have a nice Splendor Patrick Waugh here. It's a piece of, I'm trying to decide what that is, the material itself. I don't know if that, I think that's tape from a stick. Short printed here, this is out of 27, so 17 out of 27. Just a cool looking card. Throw that back in the bag here. And then sticking on the goalie theme, I grabbed a signature saves puck signings of Carey Price. So cool looking card there. I do like these ones. They've got the puck and of course the silver ink. Not really doing it justice here on the camera. Probably looks a little bit nicer in person. But a cool card there of Carey Price. On to Lane Hudson, we do have a rookie. This is an exquisite from Ice. So this is 24-25 Ice. This is the exquisite collection, number 224 out of 299. Nothing super fancy about the card, but I like the design. And had to grab that one. Picked up a 24-25 SP Authentic. It's a Lane Hudson Pageantry. And I'm not sure the name of this parallel, but it is an auto, on-card auto. And I don't know. No, they don't list the parallel on the back. But as you can see, it's got the silver kind of speckle or sparkle around the edges. So it is not the base. And of course, it's a Lane Hudson auto. Can't have a Lane Hudson card without having a Future Watch. So I had to pick up this. This is a Future Watch numbered 291 out of 999. Of course, that's from SP Authentic. And he did put his number on there, so his signature, which is not a great signature. I mean, it's okay. We're going to see some really nice signatures in just a moment, but that's a Future Watch. And then I saw this 25-26 rookie Demidov card. Nice chunky patch there, and it's numbered 49 out of 99. This one is a KSA certification card, 8, which is decent for a chunky card. That's actually a decent grade. And it's a rookie card, Demidov, so I picked that one up. That'll do it for the Montreal Canadiens, and everyone probably knows, if you've been watching my channel or following along with our breaks, which happen every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern or 8 Atlantic, I am a pretty big Connor Bedard collector, and I did pick up a number of things. Now these, I'm likely to hang on to most of these ones here. I picked up a 23-24 Connor Bedard Outburst Draft Day card, so that's his rookie, and this one's a PSA 9. I love Silver Outburst in general, and this one's just cool. I like it, right? It's his draft day card, and not super spendy because it's a draft day, not his, it's not his Young Guns or anything like that. So not too terrible on the price side. I did also pick up this 23-24 Exquisite Collection card. So it's an Exquisite Rookies. These are numbered out of 299. So this one is numbered 183 out of 299. A very plain, kind of simple looking card, but I like the design. I like the simplicity to it. And they are a pretty chunky card as well. They're a 180 point. I grabbed this SB Game Used card. This is a 24-25, so not his rookie year. So it's 24-25. SB Game Used. We've got a jersey auto, and it's numbered 2/15. So a jersey auto, 2/15. Cool looking card. Lots of different colors, patterns to this one. And as a Bedard collector, I didn't have one of those. And it being such a short print made it very easy for me to pick that one up. This one here, 23-24 Premier. And this one's so cool, right? You got 5 little patch windows. It's numbered 14/25. And let's take a close look at each one of these patch windows. It's just a beautiful card. I love Premier cards in general. They are probably one of my favorites. I know the Cup is kind of the top end of what everybody chases, but I would put Premier right up against the Cup any day of the week for the different cards and inserts that you can get. Ultimate's another one. I think Ultimate, Premier, and the Cup definitely in the top 3. Premier much cheaper than the Cup. I would rather myself pick up 2 to 3 boxes of Premier versus one of the Cup. Okay, we got a Supreme Patches here. It's another Bedard card. Really cool that you got a piece of the Indian on the logo. So if you look at this, this is probably the nose, is what we're seeing there on the patch there. And this one is 7/15 coming from an SP Game Used. And that is his, I think this is 25-26, not his rookie year. This one is his rookie year. This is another exquisite card. So this is from the Exquisite Collection. And as soon as I saw that patch, I immediately had to have this card. Beautiful looking patch. It is absolutely gorgeous. Also numbered. I don't know if we can pick that here up on camera or not. There we go. /99, so it's 85/99. A rookie patch there, Bedard. And then the last Bedard card that I'll show off here tonight. This comes from Clear Cut. It's a 23-24 Clear Cut, so it is his rookie year. Of course, it's the canvas auto. He's celebrating. Absolutely cool card. Love it. So UD canvas signatures. Beauty card. All right, moving on to Sidney Crosby. I did pick up a number of his cards again, just showing off some of the highlights here from the Expo that was just a week ago now. Got a Sidney Crosby Allure. And that is a sticker auto, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I fully appreciate why certain products have to have sticker autos in them. It also makes it affordable. This is a short print card. It is a 9/35. It's numbered on the back, but you get a sticker auto, a lure card of Sidney Crosby, and that auto is going to be significantly less than an on-card one. So that's great for any collectors that would like to have a Crosby auto, but maybe an on-card is out of their price range. As well, it allows some of these products that are earlier in the year or earlier in the season of the new releases to be able to get these things signed and out the door, and that's why they do that. Okay, I've also got this one here. This is an ultimate card, Sidney Crosby. Look at that auto. Like we were talking earlier about some of the autos like Slavkovsky, Lane Hudson. Not the greatest looking autos. Love Crosby's auto. Put some effort into it for sure. So that was from the Ultimate Collection. I can't remember what year that was. I think it was 07. I'm not entirely sure, though. I'm not positive. This one here was from 24-25 Premier. Very similar to that Bedard card that I showed you. This one's just a Crosby version and a little shorter print. This one's 3/10. And again, look at all these mini patches. Just beautiful. Love the Premier cards. Okay, moving on to some spendier cards. This one is Splendor, and I think this one was from 2009, 2010. But look at this. Just gorgeous. Look at that patch. Again, beautiful looking signature. It is short printed. It is 4 out of 36. And picked up these. This is actually a magnetic aluminum case for one touches. Now, I've seen these aluminum cases. In fact, I sell the aluminum cases for graded slabs, but I've not yet seen a case like this for one touches. So I picked a couple up at the expo. They were a little pricey. I think I paid $20 for that. Let me see the Splendor here at the bottom. This is from 1920. 1920 Splendor from the cup. But these are cool. I'm going to try to see if I can source some of these and have them available for people. But I do really like it. I think it frames the cards out really nicely. Okay, this one is an 0607 SP Authentic. 0607 SP Authentic, Sign of the Times. One thing that Crosby does really, really well, whatever space he has to sign, he fills that space. So I've seen some bigger spaces. The auto is even bigger. Small space, he fits it in there. He does a really great job of making his autograph matter. Now this one was a Beckett grade 9 and 10 on the auto. So 9 on the card, 10 on the auto. And then the last Crosby card here, and again, this is probably one of the bigger cards that I picked up. This one is a 4 out of 5. And look at that 3-color patch. Sweet looking patch. Numbered 4 out of 5. Gorgeous looking auto. Splendor. And this is from, what year was that? It was 1718 Splendor. So that was the Crosby pickups. And I got 2 more cards left here. 2 Wayne Gretzky cards. Hard pressed to leave an expo without looking at some of the Wayne Gretzky stuff. And I kind of fell victim this year. It's not something I would normally pick up. I'm not a huge Gretzky fan necessarily. I fully appreciate Gretzky and everything he did for the game, how incredibly talented he was. Just growing up, I don't know. I grew up with Gretzky. He just wasn't a player that I followed for me personally. However, from a hobby perspective, look at that card. So this is a pro penmanships card, and I'll flip it over in just a second here. I took the front case off just so you could see this a little bit better. And we want to talk about autos. I mean, that's a good looking auto there. The next card I'm going to show you, I don't think we'll find a better looking auto personally from any sort of player, because he puts a lot of care into that. Let's look at the back of this card. This is from 1617 UD Black. All right, last card I'm going to show off here tonight. And it's an 0405 SP Authentic, Sign of the Times, Wayne Gretzky. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous looking auto. Cool card too. So let's zoom in on that auto. Man, I wish the modern players would take the time and energy to put into their autographs like Wayne did. I mean, this is absolutely phenomenal. Yes, this is from 2004, and obviously Wayne's autos have always been iconic. This one got a grade of 8 on the card, 10 on the auto. The auto is really what drew me to the card. I've looked at it. I can't really see why it's an 8. It is a normal kind of 35-point card. Here's the back here. But again, just gorgeous looking cards. So if you're interested in any of these cards, I do set up as a vendor all throughout Atlantic Canada. I will be at the July Expo as well, which is happening in Halifax. I'm just waiting on all the final details from the Sports Card Expo people. Now that the Toronto Expo is done, I'm sure they're going to work something into starting to advertise and where is exactly going to be held, because that hasn't been released yet, at least not publicly. but I do plan to be a vendor there. Of course, I am located in Moncton, New Brunswick, and I will be at the local shows. We got one coming up on May 23rd, Saturday, May 23rd, the Hub City Expo, which will be happening here in Moncton. And then there's one on the 24th in Quispamsis, also in New Brunswick, close, not too far from St. John. And then I do try to get to other shows all across Canada as well. So if you are in the market for brakes, do you have brakes every single Thursday night? This is me here, and you can scan that QR code. It'll take you directly to our website as well. I am going to throw up our next break, which is happening on Thursday, May 14th. It is $50 a spot or $45 if you're buying 3 or more spots. It is a team random. And we've got 6 boxes on the go. We've got 2 boxes of 25-26 Series 2. We've got 1 box of 25-26 SPX. That just came out this past week. Actually, really cool looking product, different than SPX in the past. I think if you've been a hater of SPX, like I have, I've not really enjoyed SPX, to be honest. This year, I'm actually pretty excited about it. It's a much better design. Same goes for Credentials, not a product that I've been overly thrilled with over the years, but I think that they did a really great job here with 25-26, and again, hoping that you'll be impressed by this product. Then we're going to go back to 24-25. We got SP Game Used, and that, of course, is a Macklin Celebrini rookie year, so we're hoping to land something big out of that product. And then to top it off, we've got a 23-24 SP Authentic. That is Bedard's rookie year. Of course, if we could land a future watch auto from that product, wouldn't that be absolutely sweet? So if you are in the market for brakes, like I said, please do check us out every single Thursday night doing live brakes. And we ship directly to your door. Doesn't matter where you are in Canada. The price is the same. It also includes shipping. So hopefully we will see you at a future break. Thanks very much for watching.
Maritime sports, we breaking the heat. Sean on the mic, pulling grails from the street. Crosby, Mick, David, Bedard on the rise. Great White North, where the legends collide. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline high. Silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. Mick, David, Speed, Bedard on the glide. Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a one-on-one hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime sports, engrave the name. Crack packs, drop facts. No fakes, all stacks. From the great white north, yeah, we run them tracks. Yeah. Packs get cracked, it's a heat wave storm. Young guns fire, rookie cards get born. Connor on the ice, Bedard in the zone. Crosby on the boards, man, the game's full grown. East Coast pride, where the ice runs deep. Maritime grind, where the great ones sleep. Pulling hits, stacking slabs, never losing the flame. Maritime sports, remember the name. Back to the breaks, adrenaline high. Silver foils flashing, grails passing by. From Halifax rinks to the big league lights, we chase cardboard dreams on those Saturday nights. Mick, David, Speed, Bedard on the glide. Sid the Kid's legacy, coast to coast pride. Pull a one-on-one hit, crowd roars insane. Maritime sports, engrave the name.